$3,500 plus is only the floor for the highest median rent, according to Census ACS in 2022. We're ranking 5 Greater Seattle neighborhoods, from Seattle to its suburbs, where real renter payments already beat HUD's fiscal year 2026 official maximums. Here, official maximum means the HUD fair market rent ceiling we're using as the comparison point, not a statement about what every lease must charge. The twist is that the real-world rent measure is older. Census ACS is from 2022, while the HUD ceiling is fiscal year 2026. So when a neighborhood is still over the ceiling, the signal is a serious mismatch between paper rent limits and what renters were already paying. Number 5 is Pioneer Square in the southwest corner of downtown Seattle, with brick streets, historic commercial blocks, and quick access toward the waterfront and the stadium district. Census ACS in 2022 puts the median renter payment at $2,519, while HUD's fiscal year 2026 ceiling is $2,240, a $279 overshoot. Zillow puts the typical home value at $877,200 in 2026. Pioneer Square opens the countdown because its central location shows how actual rents can clear the official ceiling even in one of Seattle's oldest urban cores. Number 4 is Lakeridge, tied closely to the Rainier Beach area in southeast Seattle, where residential streets sit near Lake Washington, Pritchard Island, Dunlap, and Rainier View. Census ACS in 2022 has the actual median rent at $2,675 against a HUD fiscal year 2026 ceiling of $2,360, which is $315 over. Zillow's 2026 typical home value for Lakeridge is $564,100. That makes Lakeridge stand out because the rent ceiling undershoots reality in a more residential part of the city, not only in the densest downtown zones. Number 3 is Broadview, up in northwestern Seattle, adjacent to Puget Sound and near the city line with Shoreline. Census ACS in 2022 puts Broadview's actual median rent at $3,000, while HUD's fiscal year 2026 ceiling is $2,540, a $460 gap. Zillow places the typical home value at $1,140,300 in 2026. Broadview's ranking reflects a different version of the same pattern, a quieter, farther north neighborhood where the official rent ceiling still trails what renters were already paying. Number 2 is Denny Blaine, also known as Harrison, on the east central side of Seattle along Lake Washington. Census ACS in 2022 and HUD fiscal year 2026 put Denny Blaine at $520 a month over its official ceiling. Zillow's 2026 typical home value is $1,416,700. The neighborhood's placement this high is not about nightlife or density. It is about a very clear rent mismatch in a lakeside residential area where the official ceiling does not keep pace with the measured renter payment. And number 1 is Montlake, in central Seattle along the Montlake Cut, with Portage Bay to the north, the Washington Park Arboretum to the east, and Interlaken Park nearby to the south and west. Census ACS in 2022 top codes Montlake's median rent at $3,500 plus, meaning that figure is only a floor, while HUD's fiscal year 2026 two-bedroom ceiling is $2,630. That is at least $870 a month over, and it even clears HUD's fiscal year 2026 three-bedroom ceiling of $3,440. Zillow puts Montlake's typical home value at $1,414,300 in 2026. Montlake takes the top spot because the gap is not just large. The official ceiling is behind even when the actual rent number is capped at its minimum reported level. So, the final ranking is Pioneer Square at 5, Lakeridge at 4, Broadview at 3, Denny Blaine at 2, and Montlake at number 1. The big takeaway is that official rent ceilings can undershoot reality in very different parts of Seattle. Downtown blocks, lake-adjacent residential streets, northern neighborhoods, and central corridors. Census ACS 2022 and HUD fiscal year 2026 also show that 13 of 161 neighborhoods cross this line, So these 5 are the sharpest examples, not the whole story. What did we miss? Which Greater Seattle neighborhood would you have put in your own top 5? Or which one should have ranked higher? If this breakdown helped you see Seattle rents from a different angle, give the video a like and subscribe for more Seattle neighborhood deep dives. Tell me what topic you want next, whether it is another rent comparison, a specific neighborhood profile, or a suburb-by-suburb breakdown. Every rent, home value, and score number I mentioned is sourced, and you'll find the links in the description.